now we're in Albania, in one of the largest cities, which is very near the Italian coast. So after this week we're going to be traveling to Didas to then perhaps take a boat to BALI. We have not decided yet, so it's going to be quite interesting to see. There's also a rumor that one of our friends is going to meet us, but we'll see about that. I'm quite excited to start tomorrow by exploring Albania. There we go. Perfect. You hear me crisp and clear? One, I got in my chair. Yes, it's King Pills. It's basically written for me. Because we finally sat down at a restaurant that has some quite true to Albanian prices. As I've recorded my first videos or my first content for today, we were at the absolute most tourist trap that you could imagine. Basically, what we discovered was that just for one, not even a pint, but half a pint, you have to pay the same we will pay for the whole meal and whole sit down here. So, what did we learn right off the bat? Well, basically, Tirana has this tourist trap where you get put in, like not old town like they had in Serbia or Bosnia or Montenegro, but just updated places where they just shoot the prices up 300 to 400% just because they can, and probably also because they're starting the high season now. They're starting with tourists that's coming in en masse. But luckily, if you just walk 500 meters away from there, you will find lovely places like this. You'll find much more personality in the waiters. You'll find much more helpful. Just remember to bring cash, because as we also noticed, not all places here are adjusted to accepting card yet. So just do that. Do the Albanians a favor. Bring your cash. Take a buttloads of them, millions, and then spend it here by getting the good Albanian treatment. All right. So to continue a little bit, tomorrow we have just rented a couple of scooters for the next couple of days. So we're going to travel outside. We're going to go up in the mountains, all three of us. We've been recommended not to, and that's why we're going to do it. Because if we follow just a safe guidelines, boring shit, basically, how is this going to be viewable at all? Just me talking about the negative shit that happened like the travels. And by the way, did you think we had a easy travel yesterday? You have 5 seconds to answer. The following options is yes, B, yes, C, yes. So, we did a 6-hour taxi ride from Budva to here, and nothing went wrong per se, only that the mother to my child, she unfortunately are not used to the roads which we are. Back in Oslo, we have this road that's a European road, and it's from where she was born to the place she went, it's a straight line. No potholes, nothing. Albania is a little bit more where I'm from, the rural part of Norway, where the actual road is like a snake. It's going all the way here and there. So that plus a wonderful Albanian driver that drives like he stole the car and killed his family, which was just wonderful. That was not a good match. So you'll see on the video that's playing right now, where she's sitting outside this kiosk at a petrol station, just fighting for her life to survive the sickness that's unfolded on her. Meanwhile, my offspring and I were sitting in the car, eager to just continue driving. But, like everything, we came through. So we came to Tirana yesterday at 5 in the evening, in the midday, and just use the day to just relax, not do anything particular, and prepare for today and the next couple of days. And we're quite excited to tell you about what will actually be our next steps in the travels we do, because this may be our last Balkan land. country because we are seeing something that's over the pond here. But more about that later. Let's do a little head into the market. We'll do browsing through here. This looks like to have a lot of different fascinating objects here, ready to be sold to the lucky customers, ready to indulge and splurge in the... Ooh, nice. What's that? There's some tobacco here, which is to be used for consumption. So we're delving deeper and deeper down into the working class areas of this wonderful little Albanian town. It's like, this is the reality for most of people. So I don't care for millionaire story you see about on Instagram or what type of get rich quick little scheme you're following. This is the reality for most people. So if you ever feel like you're not achieved anything and done anything, but you have the mindset to start working towards a better life, then you're ahead. So don't be fooled by the millionaires or pretended millionaires on Instagram, Facebook and so. Right, time to go pick up a moped. A little bit stronger this time than the one we used back in Montenegro. So we're gonna go through the wonderful streets here, see if we can get the pickup. But once you get into a little bit more posh area, you're straight back into any European city basically. Very interesting. Even got the same electricity cables set up the same way. It's like they hire Indonesian people to come and fix it for them. Right, we got the bike with a beautiful vista as well for the wind that will come through us. The rental is hereby a complete success. So now I'm just gonna pick up my beautiful wife, fill some gas, and we're out on the big road. There's no gasolina, so you gotta fill. Well, seems like part of the road is actually missing. Yeah, life in the Balkans, I guess.
You took a bite out, baby, in the middle. I do believe that you came up rough.
So after a little bit of a driving, maybe an hour total outside of Tirana, we came to this lovely traditional restaurant in the middle of the valley outside. We'd driven up a mountain, then down a mountain, basically zigzagging our way with absolutely perfect view which you just saw. And the thing also is that when you look at this place, you see that bridge where it's just blossom with the beautiful flowers, the mountainside, the beautiful weather. This is just perfect. And we're looking forward to a good meal here. We're going to eat some lamb and we're going to eat some calf or veal. And you could only buy by the pound. So I'm quite excited to see what this is. They even got the bamboo ceilings with leaves or stray hay. Yeah, and we got also geese running around, so we're ready to eat whatever comes. Oh, he's gotten a piece of food. Some proper barbecue, lime, salad, some, I don't know, little steak. Imagine 1443, medieval Albania. There's a man that just left the Ottoman service, military service. He was hell-bent on getting Albania back. So he went to Kruja. And he captured the city, high in the mountains, 30 minutes from Tirana. For decades, he held it against the Ottoman empire that thought he could just waltz in and retake it. There was 3 attempts while he was alive. That man is Brandenburg, and he were in this city where he established the national pride of Albania, where he showed that they don't bend for no invader. It was only 10 years after his death that we are walking now through the bazaar, the old bazaar, where the Ottomans finally could retake the city. But the fighting spirit and the enormous pride in nationality that Brandenburg marked in Albania will never change from that point. So welcome to Kruja, the city in the mountains. 30 minutes from Tirana by car, or 1 hour if you took the scenic route, which we did on the scooter. So we're gonna explore this bastion in the mountains. Yes, it's in the mountains. You can basically see the Kruja mountains, and it's located, it's very strategic. And as my intro suggested, this is a very important city for the Albanian people and at least the Albanian spirit. We are now in the old bazaar, which is basically the old Ottoman bazaar, which was made by the Ottomans when they took over basically half of Europe. So let's walk with me and we will explore this little town and see what it has to offer. You see the statue? That is the man himself. That is Brandenburg himself. You will see a lot of statues all around Albania of him. The reason why, as I mentioned, such an important. So here we see a little bit more of the castle that we're walking through. The actual fortress place. Absolutely stunning. Well taken care of. So the one thing I actually remark here is that they have really kept it as much as original as possible. But of course, with time passing, this castle was not in the 1400s, it was earlier. But given the time, all the wars and things that happened, I'm also being just in the mountains, which by the way, you can see up there is the Kruja mountain. Here is the man, the myth, the legend. I think you could really set the Ottoman Empire in check with that mustache. No wonder. And also, if you see behind me, you can also see why this was such a strategic place. Like you have the hillside, you have Tirana there, and all over you can see whatever movement is happening, whatever may come. And you can also see where the entrances to actually get to these places. So with the right fortress and the right defenses, this is basically impenetrable. Absolutely genius move of Brandenburg. Brandenburg. So we're now about to take a little pit stop at a restaurant on the top of the top, with the entrance to the fortress. Oh, it's hot. All right. Vlogging. So I think this mural here depicts when Skandegard came to reconquer this town of Kruja. cookie. Skanderberga, not. So right, now we just finished our little lunch at Biramaretti, the grill house, and we now headed back home to Tirana for a early night and just holding on. The weather has just turned a little bit darker than we were expecting, but luckily we have prepared ourselves with enough clothing and resources that if we were to get stranded, we should absolutely be able to prevail. So the streets where I'm walking right now, you can just imagine over the hundreds and hundreds of years where trade, nationality and everything come together to make this beautiful cultural street. Look at all the beautiful pelts, mats, everything that is just inherited for Albania's culture. Absolutely wonderful. Cool street, very cool place.
Jag har lust på ett splurging life.
Hello, Zuzana. So the old bazaar. Empires, people from all around the world has treading these streets, just make their way of life or spend their hard-earned money. Because on this ridge, it seems that this ridge has been the defense line for the city. And of course, this little mountain behind us. So they are engulfed in the best natural defense mankind could ever. So recently, like 10 minutes ago, we were down there exploring the little town of Kruja. Now we're here in the mountains, and this is not a rain cloud, this is just a cloud. That's how high we are. That's amazing. It doesn't taste like candy though, like cotton candy. It tastes like nothing. Basically have the star of the show, the Porsche.
E si va alla numero 29, l'ultima in pista, con un bel tatuaggio sulla parte posteriore.
Absolutely beautiful car.
Parte albanese su questo Porsche, a parte la livrea Martini. A parte la livrea Martini, è una parte, diciamo.
Le art. And with that, we wrap up Albania. Absolutely magnificent tour, absolutely magnificent country, but Now we're longing for some pizza, pasta, and bella vita. I'll see you in Italy.